Hello. This is going to be the next video. I never thought I'd see the day I'd be using FNAF in one of my videos, but there's a reason I'm doing it. So we're going to be talking about Betrayed Spaces. Trust me, this was going to be a good one, in my opinion. I think it's going to be a good one, but we'll see. So we'll be using RE2, Fatal Frame 4, and FNAF. There's a method to my madness, so just stay tuned. But if I don't do this the right way, this might ruffle a few feathers. So let's take our time with this. Let's get started with the outline and go from there. Again, I never thought I'd see the day I'd be using FNAF, but I thought, you know what? This can work. Okay, let's get right to it. How do I want to start this? Let's see. So, title's gonna be... Alright, well, RPD plays in the background. So, a betrayed space. Using the Raccoon City Police Department main hall that's playing right now, you would think a police station would be the safest place for you. It's a place of authority. There's people there with weapons that can protect you. Police are seen as people of authority that can take people's liberties away and protect you, etc., etc., etc. So it should be seen as a safe place. But granted, what happened with the T-virus outbreak, it's no longer a safe place. So you kind of get where I'm going with this. Same thing goes for Fatal Frame 4. Fatal Frame 4 is kind of a weird one because it takes place in the mental institute, a place where the mentally ill should be getting help. But if you played Fatal Frame 4, you know that definitely did not happen. And FNAF being the dark horse, it's pizzeria. You go there to have fun. In the security guard's case or phone guy's case, go to work. And lo and behold, the pizzeria should be seen as a safe place, but the pizzeria was not a safe place. So that's the angle where we're going with. A place where you should be seen, you should view as safety, is not safe after all. And I still can't believe I'm using FNAF, but it fits. It fits. All right, so let's get right to it. I do have to finish the Fate one soon, but I want to at least start this up today because this is still fresh on my mind. Okay. So, safe no more. Horror needs a betrayed spaces. The FNAF section will be pretty easy, but it's the Fatal Frame 4 part that's kind of hard. Just because Fatal Frame 4, you don't know, touches on a very Fatal Frame in general just touches on very touchy subjects, so it's kind of hard to talk about without you kind of like pushing it a little bit. But we'll see what we can do. Okay, how do I want to start this? Because again, this is just the outline. So what I normally do with these outlines is I start with an introductory sentence, well, paragraph at least, and we would just work off of it. I do have a quote for this. Just gotta lead into it. Let's see. You step into a hallway. Step into a hallway. You step into a hallway. You've walked through hundreds of times. And if you play classic RE, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Each door should be predictable. Each door should be predictable. Each corner familiar. But suddenly they are not. Spaces you've trusted. Spaces you've trusted have turned against you. The spaces you've trusted have turned against you. Horror games. Horror games just don't. Wait a second. Give me 1 second here. Forgot because I'm not technically doing sprite animation. That shouldn't be there, but that's fine. Okay. Okay. Horror games just don't. I might do a film parallel this time around because I've used mythology a couple times. So I think we might actually go back to film reviews. Horror games just don't place monsters. They turn the mind against you. Okay. You step into a hallway you've been through hundreds of times. You've been through hundreds of times. Each door should be predictable, each corner familiar, but suddenly they're not. The spaces you've trusted have turned against you. Horror games just don't place monsters. They turn the mind against you. We can work with that. As I mentioned before, always keep an iPad just filled with notes. You never know when can come in handy. All right, let me just grab this quote real quick. It's a pretty short one. Betrayal is the only truth that sticks, Arthur Miller. Okay. And as mentioned, I'll finish up the Fate one I've been working on tomorrow because that's at the conclusion, so we're good on that. But this one was fresh in my mind today. I was like, you know what? Now we don't really have any requests besides the Fate one and the Golden Sun one I'm still working on. So we might as well get to the backlog of things that I have to do. And this, lo and behold, was the next video. Betrayal is the only truth that sticks. And this was done by Arthur Miller. Okay, now let's figure out how this ties into things. As usual, unless you're an adult, please don't drink. Cherish your liver. It's the only one you get. Betrayal is the only truth that sticks. Okay. Safety. And sometimes seen as an illusion. Because like I mentioned earlier when we started this, think about it. Using, because there's going to be 3 case studies here. RE2, specifically the police station, Fatal Frame 4, the entire game, and FNAF 1, but specifically FNAF 1. Those three settings should be seen as places of safety, but obviously they're not. Especially the RPD. That's the first thing Leon and Claire thought would be, well, Leon specifically thought would be a great idea. Let's go to the police stations. They don't know what to do. They sure as hell didn't know what to do. Fatal Frame 4, as I mentioned, the setting is in a mental institution, so you already know what mental institutions are there for. If FNAF, obviously, pizzeria, place of fun, it's pizza. You go to work. You go to work as the security guard, and lo and behold, you're placed through a few days and nights of like BS and not getting stuffed into an animatronic. And at the end of it, you get paid. You get fired and get paid like less than $100, if I remember correctly. It's been a bit since I last played FNAF 1. All right, so safety can sometimes be seen as an illusion. Uh, hmm. The expectation of not being harmed is shattered. When the expectation of not being harmed is shattered, even the walls can be seen as enemies. Also, it should be noted, because I know this got brought up earlier in a comment, I'm using an older version of CapCut for my editing software. Specifically 1.5, because 1.5 is before they started hiding things behind a paywall. So you get all the features. So the bad thing about it is their closed captioning is not the best. It's very glitchy. And as people know, I'm working through an injury right now. So as you can probably tell, my voice is starting to go. It's a chest wound that I have across my chest from my time in the military. So there are times where it just starts acting up and affects my speaking. So I'm starting to sound like Wolverine. So that's why I use the closed captions so people can understand what I'm saying when I'm dubbing these. But there has been issues with CapCut 1.5 where sometimes it'll do some crazy grammatical error. I go to fix it and it just doesn't register the fix. And if I try to change anything, it could potentially destroy something else in the video. And I don't have the best eyes. Sometimes I miss things. So that's why I have to be a little bit careful when using CapCut. But yeah, it was brought up. Like there was a little tiny issue in the last video we released, but it's not the end of the world. Apparently people liked it, so stuff. So anyways, back to this. When the exception of not being harmed is shattered, even the walls can be seen as enemies. Horror games have a habit of exploiting this. Teaching you that no space is safe. For example, obviously it's a bug. If I remember correctly, in classic Resident Evil 3 OG, if you try to enter a save room and Nemesis is in his attack animation, he can bypass the save door and go right in with you. I've seen it before, but it's like stupidly rare. It's like the obedient hunter in RE1 remake. If you try to open a door, as he's hitting you, you're glitched. You can't do anything. He'll keep on following you. His AI breaks, and you can't even actually like play the game anymore. He's just constantly following you. So let's read this again. Wow. You step into a hallway you've been through hundreds of times. Each door should be predictable, each corner familiar, but suddenly they're not. The spaces you trust have turned against you. Horror games just don't place monsters, they turn the mind against you. Potential quote's gonna be, "Betrayal is the only truth that sticks," by Arthur Miller. Safety can sometimes be seen as an illusion. When the expectation of not being harmed is shattered, even the walls can be seen as enemies. Horror games have a habit of exploiting this, teaching that no space is safe. I like it. I like it so far. This isn't about monsters alone. This isn't about monsters alone. I'm gonna have to mention the Yangala. I, yeah, it's gonna have to happen. It always everything always has to lead back to the brain. Okay, it's about how our brains, about how our brains, our trust. It's about how our brains, our trust, and our senses are weaponized. This isn't this isn't about just monsters alone. It's about how our brains, our trust, and senses are weaponized. Yeah, it's gonna have to. Yeah, it's always gonna be the Yangala. All right, I hate regurgitating things that I've said in the past, but it always has to lead to this. So we'll talk about the. We'll start our first section about the Yangala. I'm pretty sure people are starting to hate me talking about that, but it's our brain sphere center. We'll call it section 0. Section 0. Brain and fear. The brain and fear. Well, we'll ignore that. Okay. Your brain, our brain, is the first to be tricked. Because again, even me being here in my barracks room, this can be seen as a place of danger. Let's just say I aggravated Final Destination Death. This place of safety can literally be my end. Don't. Death's an asshole, by the way. He's like the most petty, fickle thing imaginable. And hopefully I don't get stabbed by something. Our brain is the first to. Well. Our brain is the first to be tricked. Well, how many times I've had to use this? Surprising, actually, I actually didn't misspell this. The Amygdala, our brains. The Amygdala fires. We don't even need to do that because I'm pretty sure people know what the Amygdala is by now. The Amygdala fires. Your heart begins to race. Your heart begins to race. Well, if I. Well, shit. It's been a very long time since an actual horror game spooked me. But if it was me, like back 25 years ago, I'm old. I would say if I would get terrified, heart starts to beat, hands tremble, your heart rate, yeah, your heart races. Yeah, your hands tremble. Hands tremble. Before the threat even arrives. Which is true. Anticipation. And we've done a video about tension in the past before, how tension's built in horror games, and we used Halloween 4 as the movie yeah, we used Halloween 4 as the movie reference. The anticipation is what gets people. Okay. I already committed to yours, so your brain is the first to be tricked. The Amygdala fires, your heart races, your hands tremble before the threat even arrives. Hmm. Since we're listening to RPG music, I can use the original liquor going past the window as a point of reference right here, because obviously PSX graphics, you didn't know what the hell that was. You just saw something going past the window. When I was a kid, when a wee lad, like 8 years old when this shit came out, obviously I didn't know what the hell was going on. It was just my cousins playing this game that was stupidly scary. Whenever I saw that scene, I'm like, did a bird just fly past that window? Because obviously you can't really, you can tell now, but back in the day, you're a little ass kid. You don't know what the hell's going on. That anticipation is what gets you. Like your mind questions everything. What was that? Could that potentially hurt the person the person that's being played right now? So your mind questions everything. Your mind questions everything. Your mind questions everything. We give an example of this. Your mind questions everything. A shadow appears in you. God, I cannot spell right now. Wow, I'm really whiffing this right now. Shadow appears in your peripheral vision. Doors. Okay. When this is happening, how do I feel? Again, it's been a very long time since a horror game actually scared the living daylights out of me. So I have to go through past experiences, because I would say definitely the last time a good horror game got me was when I was playing Fatal Frame for the first time. Not so much two, it was three cheap jump scares that got me. But not using jump scares, because jump scares are free. I think it still has to be with RE2. RE2 has a very special place in my heart. Let's just say that. It's my very first experience to horror games. But using jump scares. Yeah, it was always jump scares, damn it. Emotions ride high. Emotions. Anxiety. Wow. Um, Anxiety, dread, and anticipation amplify. Unfortunately, I'm kind of running out of time here because I gotta go take care of some IRL work stuff. But I just wanted to get this started because this was still fresh on my mind. This is probably not gonna be as long as my other videos, but we'll see. So far, I'm pushing for 10 to 20 sections like normal. And I haven't decided if I'm gonna be doing the mythological parallel. I probably might actually even bring back the movie parallels. I'm gonna get copyrighted like crazy, but I'm a small YouTuber who does lore just for funsies, so why not? We'll see. Amplifies. Okay, I think that's good. Like, I really don't want to talk about the Umgala again because I always fall back on it. But again, it's always the brain. Okay, so let's actually start this proper. So section 1, how do we want to start this? So again, we're using in that quote a safe haven that betrays you. Using, since we have Raccoon City, our Raccoon Police Department music playing in the background, the police station should be seen as a place of safety. Not so much the mental asylum in Fatal Frame 4. They knew exactly what they were doing there, but the people going there initially thought they were going to get help, and they sure as hell didn't get help. And FNAF, obviously, the pizzeria has its dark secrets, which our buddy the security guard and by extension phone guy figure out. Let's talk about the architecture. Yeah, let's talk about the architecture. Let's start at the foundation before we even get too crazy. I think that song's actually about to be over. Give me one moment. It's already been 30 minutes. Holy shit. Yeah, it has been 30 minutes. That minutes. Damn, that was fast. We can go with fuck. Damn, I don't want to bump this. We're almost done. I don't want to bump like crazy, but all right, fuck it. We'll go to. Let's listen to Mr. X. Screw this guy. Nah. Hello. Okay. So again, right now we can talk about the architecture because, like I was mentioning before, it's with Resident Evil. It's easy because the RPD was seen as a safe haven. Like as soon as Leon and Claire got to Raccoon City and the outbreak actually began proper for them, their first thought was to go to the police station, which granted the situation, yes, go to the police station. You should do that. It didn't end well for them. Same thing goes for Fatal Frame. Well, Fatal Frame 4 is different. We won't talk about Fatal Frame 4, but we'll talk about FNAF real quick. So with Five Nights at Freddy, again, the pizzeria should be seen as a safe haven. It's obviously not a safe haven because, as we know with the ongoing lore, what happened with the pizzeria. The pizzeria had its deep dark secrets. Lo and behold, we discover it bit by bit every night passes by. So it can be seen as a betrayed space because it's a place where you should be safe, but it's not safe. Okay, so let's talk about the architecture. All right. So physical betrayal. Oh, that's what we'll call it. And again, using FNAF is good. FNAF is gonna be the funny one with this. We're definitely just gonna be sticking with one though. So physical betrayal. Physical betrayal. I cannot spell right now. The architecture as the enemy. All right, so let's just lead into this first. So, example 1, RPD should have been seen during the outbreak, but it wasn't. Fatal Frame 4 is a little bit harder just because it's a mental asylum, institute, whatever you want to call it. Example 2. Um, we won't skip it, but I have to go a little bit more detail about this later. So Fatal Frame 4. Fatal Frame 4 to be determined for later. Example 3, FNAF 1. FNAF 1. So with FNAF 1, pizzeria. I knew I was gonna spell that wrong. I could have used security breach, but sticking to the original, it's more nostalgic. Pizzeria should seen a safe haven to the untrained eye. But secrets later revealed prove otherwise. Athens' machinations throughout William Afton is honestly William Afton is honestly the Jason Voorhees of this franchise. You just can't kill the guy. It's like, dude, why? He always comes back throughout the series. William Afton's machinations throughout the series. We don't really need to go into that much detail about it. That's just there just for notes. William Afton's machinations throughout the series. Let me actually put this in. No, this is fine. We have to go into a lot of detail here. All right, pizzeria should be seen as a safe haven to the untrained eye, but secrets later reveal prove otherwise. Through experiences of security guard, and by extension, the player. By extension, I've watched too much of Pep MatPat's videos, way too much over the years. Okay, so yeah, we'll do it. Wow, spurts. Animatronics. I knew this was gonna happen. It's fine. All right. Word is gonna kind of screw up on me because I'm doing putting bullet points on top of the bullet points, so this would be kind of weird. But FNAF is definitely gonna be the big one here. Spirits of Afton's victims have it in the animatronics. Yeah, this is gonna be weird. Well, we know what the animatronics do, so we don't really need to go into that much detail about it. The animatronics come to life. We're not even gonna get to the bite. And after his vaccinations throughout the series. So okay. So let's read this again. Physical portrayal. The architecture as the antagonist. RPD should have been seen as a safe haven during the outbreak. We're gonna put more into that. Fatal Frame 4 is to be determined because we need to go into a lot of detail with Fatal Frame 4 as well. FNAF 1. Pizzeria should be seen as a safe haven to the untrained eye. Well, security office. Security office should be seen as a safe haven to the untrained eye, but secret later review prove otherwise. Do the experiences of the security guard and bisecting the play reveal more than was let on? We know what FNAF is, but I'm just using this for my notes. Okay. Spirit of Afton's victims inhabiting the animatronics. The animatronics come to life, killing people. We know that. Afton's machinations throughout the series. We cannot go into. Okay, there we go. All right. RPD should have been seen as a safe haven during the outbreak, but was key areas that fell before Leon and Claire's. We're using the RE2 one. We're not using Outbreak. Okay. All right. So, Fatal Frame 4. Institute is a better word to use here. Institute. We're expecting to get experiments. Okay, this is gonna be kind of tough, but we can do some weird IRL parallels with how mental health was in the United States back in the day, because God, that's a whole separate issue right there. Treated people. Okay, so this is a lot of reading that we have to do right now. So, example one: RPD should have been seen as a safe haven during the outbreak. What was one of the key areas that fell before the young player arrived. Again, this is more so just an outline, so I don't really care about grammatical errors, but I'll fix things as I go. Example 2, Fatal Frame 4. Setting is in a mental institute. This one's going to be tricky, more so because of the implications. The people sent there were expecting to get help, which again is a betrayal of space. It's a hospital setting that's supposed to be helping you, but no, that clearly did not happen. But we're using experiments, specifically the lunar mask experiments. We can do a slight parallel with how mental institutions treated people back in the day. We can do that. So, fnaf, which is going to be the big one. Pizzeria / security office should be seen as a safe haven to the untrained eye. If I'm going to Chuck E. Cheese, if I'm a wee lad going to Chuck E. Cheese, I'm expecting to have a grand old time. Let's go, let's get it. I hated going to Chuck E. Cheese because I was terrified of that damn mouse when I was a kid. But anyways, you're expecting to have fun. So, the secrets later on reveal proof otherwise. Through the experiences of the security guard, and by extension the player, and through the sacrifice phone guy, reveal more than was let on. Through each night, the player must survive the onslaught of the animatronics and uncover the truth. Spirits of we can talk about the spirits of active victims inhabiting the animatronics. That's fine. Obviously, the animatronics coming to life and killing people, quote unquote. And after his machinations throughout the series, like him being straight up Jason Voorhees, you just can't kill the guy. And again, we're not going to go into crazy theory land. That's MapHat's thing. But like, we need to focus more so on the portrayal space of this. Like, you're expecting to go there to feel safe, but it's the complete opposite. You're not feeling safe. But unfortunately, I got to go take care of some IRL work stuff. So we got this started. Tomorrow we'll do some more work. So again, this is going to be a tricky one, but hopefully people enjoy this when we actually get the video out. So take care. Have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow with this. Bye-bye.